On my journey from Glasgow to Donington Park, I found myself driving through dark and mysterious countryside. It was mid-October, and with only the moon and my headlights to guide me home, I could only think about tales of horror and intrigue. This rock world had a scary side, a darkness that cannot be seen by those who don't want to see it. Although alone and surrounded by darkness, I could think of nothing else. I recalled some stories that I'd heard throughout the years and decided to relive them. After some weird happenings surrounding Sabbath's debut album and a book on magic that Ozzy had stolen, Black Sabbath largely steered clear of the occult, until they decided to record their fifth studio album, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, in Clearwell Castle, Gloucestershire. They would rehearse in the dungeons for atmosphere, but were apparently not alone. Sabbath guitarist Tony Iommi recalled, "We rehearsed in the armoury there, and one night I was walking down the corridor with Ozzy and saw this figure in a black cloak. We followed this figure into the armoury and there was absolutely no one there. Whoever it was had disappeared into thin air. The people that owned the castle knew all about the ghost and they said, 'Oh yes, that's the ghost of so-and-so,' and we were like, 'What?'" Devil-worshipping accusations surrounded Iron Maiden in their early days. The making of their now legendary album, The Number of the Beast, had some really weird goings-on around it. The production of the album was plagued by technical issues and breakdowns. Bruce Dickinson commented, "We all love to hammer it up, but the Martin Birch car crash story is totally true." On a dark, rainy night after working on the actual song Number of the Beast, the producer collided with a van that, to his horror, was full of nuns. When he took his car to the garage to be repaired, the bill came to $666. Yeah! Oh, Jesus. What did you do that for? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Alright, I'll subscribe. I'll subscribe. Good, then just subscribe. Bye. Bye? A number of bands claim to have had spooky encounters in the Los Angeles mansion, formerly owned by Rick Rubin and often known as the Houdini Mansion. The Red Hot Chili Peppers and System of a Down experienced strange goings-on, as did Slipknot when they took up residence to record their third album, Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses. There was an area in the basement that Paul Gray found himself physically unable to enter, and Joey Jordison's door would swing open at 9 a.m. every morning, no matter how he tried to jam it closed. In his book, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Heaven, Corey Taylor recalled being in his bathroom when a man in a tuxedo walked past the open door, staring straight at me. After meeting a physicist who believed in stargates and alien encounters, Killing Joke hatched the idea of recording 1994's Pandemonium inside the Great Pyramid of Giza. A $2,000 contribution to Egypt's Ministry of Antiquities later, and they were there. The vocal tracks for Pandemonium, Exorcism, and Millennium were recorded in the King's Chamber of the Great Pyramid. Jazz Coleman recalls, "The first thing that happened was our engineer fell asleep in the King's Chamber. He suddenly had some nasty vision, sprang up, banged his head on the lintel and ran out screaming. He said he'd never go back in again. He said there were thousands of alien eyes staring at him. Other visions had come to him as well. There were about 800 or 900 Bedouin tribal warriors outside the Great Pyramid. It was like a set from a movie. They had all these bonfires and they were chanting. It was just scary. Recording his 1980 debut solo album Blizzard of Oz at the legendary Welsh studio, Ozzy and his crew, guitarist Randy Rhoads, bassist Bob Daisley and drum tech Spencer, they decided to hold a séance with a Ouija board. After a while of asking questions and getting yes or no answers, the glass spelled out Randy, followed by "You are going to die." Daisley wrote in his 2013 memoir, "We didn't like the vibe when we stopped. We broke the glass, threw the paper letters of the alphabet into the fire and poured salt on the table." Rhoads, the greatest guitarist of his generation, died 3 years later on March 19th, 1982. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I just thought I would do a lot of different videos over this sort of Halloween season. So if you guys want to go back and check them out, I just tried to do things a little bit differently, you know, just from the norm of me talking, and try and do something creative. So hopefully you enjoyed them. Please subscribe to the channel if you can. I really want to get to 2K subscribers before the end of the year. And yeah, happy Halloween season to everyone. Hope you watch loads of Halloween movies and have loads and loads of spooky time. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you dudes in the next video.